All right, good morning or afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. So this one is all about the equation y equals mx plus b. So for slope, m equals the slope. So that part m that's right next to the x would equal the slope. So for this question, really, literally, it is just the fact that 19 is next to x. So the answer for this one would be 19. So that one was actually pretty easy if we just kind of remembered that m is slope. It's your rate of change and your slope. So m also equals rate of change. Oops, change. Okay. So when we have 2 points, you can do one of two things. You can use a slope formula where you subtract your y's and then subtract your x's. But I'm going to mostly be showing you the table method. So here I have x1 and y1. So I'm going to put my x value of the ordered pair and my y value of the ordered pair into my table. And then -9, -11. On a separate line, I'm going to pretty much do y equals mx plus b, but I need to tell Desmos that I want this equation to match this table. Meaning I have y1, I have x1, and then instead of equal, I'm doing kind of a, I don't even really know, the swiggle thing. And this will give me my slope and my intercept, but I'm really looking for slope. And it's 0.174. Well, I do not see 0.174. There's only one answer, though, that is even remotely logical, because it obviously has to be positive. It's not a 1, it's not a 7. It does make sense. That would be 1/7, which is also equal to 0.142, blah, blah, blah. All right. For the table, I'm using the exact same method as the ordered pair, but literally I'm just taking 2 of the values of the table and I'm putting it into the table in Desmos. And then I'm going to have y equals mx plus b, but I need it to match this table. Sometimes it will even say y2 x2, like if you're doing a second one. So then I'd have to do y2 x2. And I need to make sure I turn that equal sign into a squiggly. Here my m is negative, and it's 0.2727 repeated. There is only one logical answer. It definitely has to be negative, and it wouldn't make sense to have the numerator bigger than the denominator, but let's go ahead and test it out. -3/11. And what do you know? It's a match. We got it. Same with this one. I would put the values into my table. This is the last one I'm going to show on here. Well, this one really, though, is very easy. For every one deposit, so per deposit, it's $300. One deposit, $300. It's just a proportional graph, so 2 deposits, 600. It's definitely just 300 per deposit, so I don't even want to show that one. That one's too basic. Let's do, wait a minute. This one doesn't have a graph. I'll make sure to update that before you guys take this. Okay, here we are. What if we have a graph? Well, that one's even too easy. Let's do that one. I think that's probably the hardest graph one. So if I have a graph, you can still get kind of just the change of y, change of x. So like for every 1, this is going down approximately like 5, I'd say. But I can also find 2 points in the graph, like 2 ordered pairs. So for example, in this one, I think I'm going to use ordered pair of when x is 1 y is 20. And I'm going to use the ordered pair when x is, let's say, 10. Y is negative 20. Okay, so those are the two ordered pairs. It's this point right here and right here. I can use any two ordered pairs, and these may even be approximate, but it should get me close enough. Now I'm going to use the same method I've been using of my table. Putting my two ordered pairs in the table. And just to make it interesting, let's actually pretend like this one came out as y2x2. So now I have my equation, y equals mx plus b. I need to tell the computer, though, that I want it to match with this table, y2, x2, whoops. And instead of an equal, I got to do a swiggle. And it looks like my m is negative 4.444. Well, this is the closest to negative 4.444. So C would be the correct answer. All right, go ahead and do your Google Forms for a little more practice, and you should hopefully be ready to master finding slope and rate of change. Oh, wait.